Your brain is working against you because it's stuck in a scary and unbelievable situation, and that is not your fault. Post-traumatic stress disorder hijacks your safety system, but healing is absolutely possible. Many of you have heard the term PTSD, especially in movies or news stories after war or tragic incidents, but PTSD is not just something soldiers experience. It can be experienced by you or anyone who has gone through something deeply painful or scary. In today's video, we'll discuss PTSD, what it is, how it affects people, and how healing is possible. Just like Sara did. A few years ago, Sara was in a serious car accident on her way to work. She survived, but the shock stayed with her. Afterwards, she had nightmares, scared of driving, and felt jumpy every time. She had screeching tires and lots of scream. At first, Sara didn't tell anyone. She thought she just needed more time to get over it. But her symptoms didn't go away. They got worse. Eventually, she was diagnosed with PTSD. What is PTSD? PTSD stands for post-traumatic stress disorder. It's a mental health condition that can develop after someone goes through a very frightening, dangerous, or emotionally painful event. This could be a car crash, a physical assault, domestic violence, natural disasters like bushfires or floods, childhood abuse, losing someone suddenly, or witnessing something traumatic. PTSD can traumatize weeks, months, or even years for a few people. How does PTSD feel? People with PTSD often experience 4 major types of symptoms. Number 1, re-experiencing the trauma. Sara kept having flashbacks and nightmares that made her feel like the accident was happening again and again. Avoidance. She avoided driving or even sitting in cars and didn't want to talk about the crash at all. Negative changes in mood and thought. She felt numb, guilty, angry, and disconnected from her friends. She started to believe she will never feel safe again. Increased alertness. Loud noises made her jump. She had trouble sleeping and was always on edge, like something terrible is about to happen. Many of you might think only weak people suffer PTSD, but PTSD is not weakness. It's important to know that PTSD is not a sign of weakness. It is your brain's way of trying to protect you after the tragic incidents. After trauma, the brain's alarm system, especially the amygdala, becomes more sensitive. It keeps sounding the alarm even when there is no real danger. This reaction can be overwhelming, but it's treatable. So how to deal and what happened to Sara? Eventually, Sara reached out to her GP, who referred her to a clinical psychologist. She began trauma-focused cognitive behavioral therapy. Slowly, she learned to face the memories in a safe, controlled way. She also learned to practice grounding exercises to calm her body when she felt triggered. One helpful tool was the 4-5-3-2-1 techniques used to stop overthinking by using her senses to come back to the present moment. For example, noticing 5 things she could see at the moment, 4 things she could touch, 3 things she could hear, and 2 things she could smell, and 1 thing she could taste. This helped bring her mind out of the past and into the present. After several months of session and therapy, Sara started feeling safer. She began driving again, meeting friends, and smiling more. The trauma didn't disappear, but it no longer controlled her life. What to do if you or someone you know might have PTSD? After a traumatic event, you must know that you are not alone. PTSD is treatable. Talk to a psychologist and don't rush your healing. It takes time, and that is okay. And remember, healing doesn't mean forgetting everything. It means learning to live with your past without fear. Thank you for joining and subscribing. I know PTSD is a difficult journey, but understanding it is the first step to healing. Don't forget to share the video. For many, it could be a life-changing moment. In our next episode, we will talk about how childhood trauma shapes the adult brain, relationship style, and emotional life. Until next time, take care of your mind, your memories, and your healing. See you in the next video.